exactly what we are going to cover up in this, and then the history and various versions of business objects, how SAP BI works on a SAP landscape, and if time permits, then we will get and put our hand into the package as well. Okay, fine then, let me start up and let's talk about what we are going to cover up in this entire course curriculum. So the first thing I'm going to show you, it's a 45 hours, around 45 hours of training program where we are going to cover up, starting with data warehouse knowledge and data warehouse understanding. What is data warehouse and the terms related to that, where we are going to also talk about the OLTP and OLAP systems and type of OLAP, multidimensional modeling, and the flow in the BW to understand that how BW is supporting to the data warehousing. Then we are putting our hand into the core, and that is what a modeling term is. Database concept need for the data warehousing, where we are going to talk about the core concept of modeling, the joins and cardinalities, views, metallized views, and date and time functions, which is important to write it there. Once it is done, these all things we can call it up, these all things are coming up. That is the base of your whole business intelligence further for the business object. Once it is done, we are going into the core part where we are going to talk about the architecture of business object. And this architecture of business object we are going to discuss is 4.1. The whole architecture and each and every layer will be discussed. Then later on, once it is done, we are going to put our hand into the reporting side. I used to take up first reporting and then later on modeling to make it audience pays great attention and to have an interest on this application. So we are going to talk about the reporting side under the one of the famous tool inside the business object called Webby, Web Intelligence tool. So in Webby, we are going to talk about all those aspects and all those options available inside it, all the functionality of it, covering all the data sources available, included with my BW sources. But we don't have HANA, so we will explain theoretically all this part of HANA, and we'll take it HANA as a source and we'll do the report development inside it. Once we are done with this, then we are going to talk about another Web Intelligence tool itself, but as a client tool. This is onto the server side, where we are going to talk about a couple of functionality onto the rich client side as well of my Web Intelligence. So this will complete the reporting part under one BI tool. Okay, then we are going to put our hand into the modeling by using our latest application or latest tool called Information Design Tool, which is used nowadays for the purpose of modeling inside the BO. Alright, once we are done with this, we'll check it out, Universe Designing Tool, the old one, or else the old one will be seen first and then the new one to differentiate it, what we had and what we have now. Alright, these two tools we are going to check out to understand that how modeling and how universe will be designed, not our Milky Way galaxy or universe. It's a universe, we call it a model, a data model, which we design under these two different tools inside the business object. Okay, where universe is the prime source for reporting inside the business object. Make sure that you understood this point. All right, so both will be taken up. Then once it is done, we are going to put our hand into other reporting tools, which is not available into the package, but it is outside and called that specific designing tool. So in that, we are going to talk about how SAP Crystal Report works, and we are going to take up the version, which is a current version, 2013. And then once it is done, we are going to talk about how Business Object Dashboard Designer works in Excel CS1, the latest one. Once it is done, We are going to talk about other terminology going to be used inside the business object in real time, query as web services, live office reporting, and then at the end, the widget. So this is what we have, the whole curriculum onto our side for business object, business intelligence 4.1 XIR4. All right, guys. So this is what we are going to cover up in going on session, and then let's talk about a little bit about the business object here. You could see that as I said, I'm going to take you back to the 2 decades before, and if I'm taking you 2 years before, 2 decades before, definitely we need to understand that when business object has been started. So I can say the 2 decades before, it's been initiated and started by a couple of people where they have in a mind to give a corporate organizations a solution for their business intelligence, and what they have given is nothing but business object, and then name the company with on the product name itself, and the company name was also the business object at that time in Paris. All right. Well, at this time, the business object doesn't have the crystal report and dashboard design, means Excel CS. While going through with that, once they have released the major version in the year, that was the year of revolution. That is nothing but a 2009. In the year 2009, the business object company has released its first major version called BOXI, and that is to be 3.1. It took the market like anything and made this tool popular as a BI tool in the market. Okay, so this was the year of revolution inside the business object company, where this company has started in 1990s. Okay, and after 4 years, in 1994, the company has come up with the business object version 3.0. There was no XI release till that time. The XI has been released by the business object company later on, when they have in the year, I can say in year 2006. The year 2006 and 2005 was the year when business object company has given us the XI version. Before that, we haven't have this architecture given. We have only 3-tier architecture till XI. Okay, when we have XI R4, we got the more architectural changes, which is our current and updated one. Okay, so understand this point. This company has started in 1990. Okay, and the revolution start happening inside it was 1994, once it is well placed into the market as a business intelligence company. Okay, product-based company, where the whole revolution of innovation started from year 2005, when this company releases the first XI version. Why the XI? We are stressing on the XI version because the BOXI is now more integrative to other applications and is more user-friendly now. So because of that, it's took in the market like anything in the year 2005 and year 2006. Well, the whole process has taken a much higher space when it is start discussing to acquired by SAP. When SAP start taking up this company, or they start talking about to acquisition of this company, the tool has taken it has achieved another height at that time, or higher position in the market, and the share rates has been increased like anything, and the clients have been grown like anything. Before it has been acquired by SAP, it has already 40,000 clients across the globe. Okay, It has already 40,000 clients across the globe. Well, you know that the capacity of the SAP. SAP has lot many clients already. So business object plus SAP, it given us like 40,000 of business object clients and SAP clients. They start implementing business object once it has been acquired. So the acquisition of business object was happened by SAP in year 2007. It was initiated and it was finalized in the year 2009. Sorry, 2008. SAP, sorry, I can say business object become SAP BO. Okay, in the year 2008, the early bird given us nothing but with the little bit changes with the naming convention, we got XI 3.1 in year 2008, and that version has been called as Edge version. That is your Edge version given into the market by SAP in 2009, where the major revolution after once it is acquired by SAP was happened in 2011, where this year was called as year of innovation at SAP side, because at the same year SAP has given us a database called HANA database, which is an in-memory database. Alright, so not only that, in the same year we have got a first version developed and released by SAP company called SAP BI 4.0, and this version has been released with a new architecture which is nothing but XI R4. Okay, this is coming up with a new architecture where they have made a lot of changes inside the business object application, including one new application for modeling called information design tool, which we call it regularly IDT. So IDT has been provided inside the business object in the version of 4.0 onward, and that has been released in 2011. The next version has been released in 2013 by SAP, and that is nothing but SAP BI 4.1 XIR4. Okay, so the current version what we have is 2013 4.1. Well, as I said, SAP is planning to release this year another version, which is 4.2. So they will come up by September or so on with 4.2 XIR4 in this year. Okay, so this is just a summarized history of SAP business object or business object as an individual company. So business object company has started 1990s. 1994 they have catch up the market and got popularity. By year 2005, almost like after 10 years, they have given us a BOXI version, and by that time they had 40,000 clients in the across the globe already, where the whole story has been changed and taken a much higher position once it has been acquired by SAP. It started in year 2007, and it's been finished and announced by the CEO of Business Object that it has been acquired by SAP in year 2008, September. So Business Object was no more individual company. It's become the part of the SAP AG, okay, under the German norms. So basically, at the same year, what they did, they given us a new version called SAP Business Object XI 3.1. The quick release was given with the change of naming convention, where we have seen the SAP logo and SAP name before the business object, where the Edge edition full-fledged has been released in 2009, and it was a 3.1 only, XIR3, and just that it will be called as Edge version of the business object, where a lot of integrations and drivers has been included by SAP inside it to connect with other applications. Where the major changes happen across the globe, where it took another height in year 2011, where the main version released by SAP was BI 4.1, 4.0 XIR4, where they have given us a new tool for modeling called IDT. So what SAP onto it is trying to come down with all this problem which was there with business object to give us proper and user-friendly environment in coming environment. Okay, so this is what the history of my business object. Well, let's talk about your SAP landscape. How SAP works, basically how this is being arranged, how their entire things are coming up in the market. If I want a proper solution by SAP, how you are going to get it. So that is going to be understood by SAP landscape. Well, when we are talking about SAP, do not forget that it will not be called as SAP. It will be always pronounced as SAP. As it is a German-based company, popular because of its ERP application. So we have nothing but we are having an ERP. Because of it, it is popular. Okay, so ERP, we know that with the name of ECC. Okay, Enterprise Core Component, where Enterprise Core Component is capable of dealing with any subject area or to handle and manage the whole entire corporate world. Okay, if you are working or if you are having an organization where you have to manage that organization, especially onto the data part, you can manage it by using your SAP ERP application. So all the payrolling, attendance management, your sales, distribution, your material management, your plant management, your finance, etc., etc., can be managed by this ERP application given by SAP, where it has already a lot of clients across the globe. A lot of client means SAP is top in this category. SAP is a leader and he's a crocodile in this particular field, in the field of ERP. Alright, so the major product what SAP has is its ERP. Not only that, it has also a specific application for some of the functional things, like it has SAP ERP and it has SAP CRM. It has also nothing but SAP SRM for the enterprise. Okay, so these are as it is going to be a data management applications given by SAP. So these will be always a source for any further reporting activities. Okay, so we are keeping it as a source, and this will be placed at the bottom, where you will have if you are having an organization, the enterprise portal architecture will be having at the bottom any of these, or maybe you will having SAP ERP, which is nothing but ECC at your bottom. Well, once they have this and once they catch up the market, what now we have to provide it. The early mid 1990s, when the revolution of data warehousing has been happened, there they have given us another popular application for taking a data easily and to build a data warehouse by SAP called SAP BW. So BW is another popular product or another popular application under business object company. Okay, where the BW is taking up the data from your ECC. It can also take the data from CRM. It can also take data from SRM. Not only that, if we have independently a database available, it can also take data from there. So this tool is capable of dealing with end-to-end data warehouse. DWH. All right. Once this tool has been given over here, we need to understand this point, like what is my end-to-end data warehousing, where data warehousing is nothing but it's a concept. Data warehousing, it's nothing but a concept by which we design a data warehouse. All right. So what is data warehouse? Let me take you a step back and understand that what is data warehouse, and quickly come to over here and make you understood how BW is supporting us for end-to-end data warehousing. So when the data warehouse term has been given, as I said, we are going to step back. We are taking a step into early 90s. In early 1990s, we haven't have a concept of data warehousing, where majorly the concept we required was to access a data from OLTP world for the purpose of reporting. So we had a requirement at that time. We had multiple or single branches, and from those we wanted to take up the data to understand that what's happening inside. So already data management has been, or OLTP system was already full-fledged available inside the market, where all the database was already evolved before 1990s, and we had a system for managing my business data. We had full-fledged system where we can manage my business data. So these databases were there, like we have Oracle, SQL Server, etc., etc. Teradata. So all these databases were full-fledged available inside the market. These products was ready to take up and utilize at your enterprise world, where this type of system is called as OLTP system, online transactional process system. Online transactional processing system. And these processing system has, one second. These system has an capacity to manage your business data. So day-to-day activity will be managed over here. Well, if you are willing to do any data requesting over here, that cannot be processed. That's what the problem they are facing in early 1990s. What I'm talking about is, if I'm working on, or if I'm having a company which you're dealing in, let's say we are manufacturing daily use products, okay? We are manufacturing daily use products. So what happening is, when you're going to the Walmart or Big Bazaar in India, you are doing a purchase. So once the billing will be done, the entire data will be maintained at the back end, which is nothing but a kind of your OLTP system, online transactional process. So online transactional process means the real-time data which is coming in at your database side. This system was full-fledged already into the market, where we had a front end, and that front end we are utilizing the feeding of the data, and those data which is inserted inside the front end will be taken back or taken up into the back end, where the database is, right? So the whole process and whole system was called as OLTP system. So we had a OLTP system by which we can manage our business data. But the challenge comes up when we want to take out the data to investigate whether my business is growing or it is giving us a profit or not. And also, after 1990s, the company moved to multinational. Means they start opening their branches in another country as well, where there were a lot of other products which are already settled in that country. Let's take an example like we have Ambassador and Maruti cars over here in India in early time. We haven't have Volkswagen, we haven't have Mercedes, BMW, etc., etc., right? But later on, what we have seen in these 2 decades, we have seen a lot of companies has started their sales over here as well as their plants. What it means, the company has moved multinational. When they have moved multinational, they must have to analyze their strategies to fight in the market, to cope up in the market, to grow in the market, where the market was already captured by the Maruti in India, right? And that is to be in professional way, I can say Ambassador has already captured it, like Hindustan Motors. The Hindustan Motors best product, the Ambassador, has already cast up the market as the good product in the automobile section. Where Maruti was the next leader which took the market at the higher level. In that scenario, if you have to crack the market and establish your product, how you're going to do that? First, you need to understand that what are your competitors, like who all are your competitors, what are their products are, and how is your product, how their products are, and then you have to compare your product accordingly. Based on that investigation only, you are going to launch your product with the better functionality. So those all understanding these data from these sources, and you are going to analyze it, right? Then only you can have an understanding about it. So this activity is called as data acquisition. This activity is called that we are requesting a data to read out. This is my read operation of data is going on. Okay. The data will be fastly captured by this OLTP system. It was designed like that. Immediately it will be captured by the backend. But it was not designed like that it can process the data at the same time when it is catching up from the front end. It cannot process the data to the other end who's requesting it. Okay. That means if you did the purchase of anything from the Big Bazaar, the data will be maintained either of any of the database which is connected to the front end. Then at the same time, if I'm trying to request or if I'm trying to take the same record out to analyze it, I cannot do that at the same time. I cannot do that at the same time. When the transaction is happening, we cannot fetch the data. So the system which is available at that time was not adequate to give us a data while the real-time process is going on, or where the business processing is going on. So at that time, the business people will start facing a challenge that they have to hold a business for an hour or more than that to fetch the data to analyze it. That means, suppose like you went to Big Bazaar and suddenly somebody will say like, just sir, please be in a queue for another 2 hours. Our business users are taking the data from the backend system. So will you going to be hold up there? No, of course not. You're not going to be hold up there. And that is what the situation which was there. You cannot stop your business. And without stopping the process which is feeding up the data into this database, you cannot take out the data. So what happened? The business people will start looking for the solution of this problem. And this problem has been addressed by a person called Bill Inmon, and he proposed a solution for it. Bill Inmon is a father of data warehouse. He addressed this problem and he said, why do we need a solution onto the OLTP side? Let's design a new system which is oriented for reporting. which is oriented for analysis, and he called it that oriented system will be called as data warehouse, because we are taking historical data, means old informations. He called it warehouse because warehouse having a big area, and it consists of lot of information, new, old, and bulk of informations, right? Where it is dealing with the data, so it will be termed as data warehouse. So he given a concept of data warehouse, where he said we need to have a new system, and that system will be designed according to the need of reporting. So we got data warehouse, which is nothing but a OLAP system. So new system has been given into the market, which is oriented to analysis process. So you could see that here I have OLTP, which is termed as online transactional process. Wherever the transactional process will happen, that means it's a real-time process which is taking up or used for maintaining your business data at your backend. Okay, when it is application process, your analysis process system, it is more dedicated on the reporting and analysis. Okay, online analysis process, that is what we call it. OLAP stands for. Okay, and data warehouse is nothing but a OLAP source. All right. These things will be more explained in later on session. Well, just you need to understand that what is data warehouse and what are the terminologies going to be used inside it. Well, now what I have used over here, there is a front end and there is a back end databases, which is taking up the data. All right. Well, the situation has been like gone worse when a company has different type of backend system to manage this data. And what was the situation? Here, till the time I'm having the database, that is fine. But how about the small business people? They having an Excel sheet, they are having a notepad, and in that they are maintaining a data. Let's say here I have an Excel sheet. In these three places, let me put it up here. This is Delhi, or this is, let's say this is Bangalore, and here is my Chennai, and this is nothing but let's say it's a Rajasthan. Okay, it's for Rajasthan. Okay, well, you could see that I have a business which is running all these 4 places, where out of these 4 places, 3 of the places I have database or relational database, which is formally and certified with the RDBMS concept. Okay, so it is full-fledged and formal and traditional as well as corporate databases. But at the 4th place in Rajasthan, I can see I'm managing my business data in Excel. So that is kind of your flat file place where we are managing all the data. That means we are having different types of system where we are managing the data. So how I'm going to integrate them? That is what the another challenge which coming up. If I'm trying to understand what's happening in my business, I need to take data from all the places, and then I can conclude, okay, Delhi is doing good, Bangalore is doing almost good, we need to do certain modifications, and Chennai is not doing good. Chennai is not doing good. Why? Because I'm selling a woolen cloth in Chennai. I'm selling woolen cloth in Chennai, which is, according to the geographical area, it is not right, right? This place is hot place. So anyhow, the climate condition is not supported as for my product. So that product is not suitable for this place. That need to be transported to Rajasthan, and it can be easily sold there, right? So this conclusion, how you got to know that Chennai is not the right place to sell all the woolen cloth? By analyzing it. We analyze by taking data from all these places, and then we come up with the conclusion that it has a problem with the product only. The product is not suitable for the geographical area. So by that, my business can grow. Not only that, our products can also be, the different products can be also be innovated. So these all understanding has to become where the next challenge was after the first challenge. The next challenge was to integrate them. If I am a person, suppose like I am a person who is authorized for all this analysis. So I don't want to go Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, and Rajasthan to take up the data and understand that what's happening there in the business, right? I must want it to be here in one place and wanted to gather all the information in one shot, right? That is what my purpose is. I wanted to be in one place, and my headquarters is Mumbai. And being in Mumbai, I just wanted to take out all the data from these places, okay? So how it will be happen? How it is going to be managed? So that problem is also been addressed in the data warehouse concept by Bill Lemon. And what he said, we are already designing a new system. That system will be capable of integrating any type of sources. So we have Oracle database, SQL Server, Teradata, Excel that can be easily integrated into the data warehouse. It cannot be integrated at this level, but it will be integrated at the data warehouse level. So for the purpose of integration, we have now association of a concept called ETL. The whole integration will be processed by the ETL applications. And ETL stands for extraction, E for extraction, T for transformation, and L for loading. We are extracting data from these sources, we are transforming it, and then we are loading it. Transformation means business rules. All the modification, we do it onto this staging area, which is nothing but a transformation. So first of all, the activity we are doing it under data warehouse is we are creating a model, data model, to manage all the business data accordingly. So first, the data model will be designed. So how the data model will be designed? Data model will be designed by using data modelers. So modeling will be the first thing which is coming at the beginning of data warehouse. Modeling, then we got the ETL, and then at the end, what is the resultant of this data warehouse? We want to do reporting. We want to do reporting. This system is basically for reporting. So we got three different solutions inside the data warehouse. We call it modeling, ETL, and reporting. And actually we concluded in a data warehouse, or we call it in data warehousing concept, we have an association of three different solutions. And what are that? Those solutions are nothing but we want modeling, we want ETL solution, then we want reporting solution. All together we call it, this is nothing but this is data warehousing. By using these all three solutions, we design a data warehouse. Okay. According to Bill Lemon, he said the data warehouse should be well integrated. That should be integrated, time variant, non-volatile, and also it is subject oriented. So those all things we will explain it in the next session in detail. Well, to understand that what is data warehousing, this data warehousing is just a concept where we have association of three different solutions: modeling, ETL, and reporting. So we have number of tools available for all these solutions. Also, for any data warehousing project, we need three different solutions. And for providing these three different solutions, we need three different persons. One person for doing modeling, another person who is going to do ETL activities or ETL developers, and the another person who's going to do reporting. So there are certain tools available inside the market for doing this activity. We have Arvin for modeling. We have Informatica for ETL, and for reporting we have SAP Business Object Business Intelligence tool. Okay. Not only that, guys, we also have a lot of other tools. Like for modeling, I can use my UDT from BO, IDT from BO, and coming to the ETL side, I have not only the Informatica, we have SAP BODS, which is the second leader in this category. Informatica is the first leader in this category. It's ruling the market of ETL, where SAP BODS from SAP company is the second largest ETL application in the, across the globe. But we also have products from Microsoft and Oracle, and from Microsoft we have MSBI, and from MSBI we have SSIS for your ETL purpose. Okay. Not only that, from Oracle Corporation we have OBI, Oracle Business Integrator, ODI, it's OBI is your business intelligence tool. ODI is your Oracle Data Integrator, which is nothing but your ETL tool. Not only that, we have many more. We have many more in the market as well in this category. I can go with the ETC without wasting time. And let's come to this reporting side, where in the reporting side across the globe, the top leading tool is nothing but a business object, SAP business object. All right. As I said, Informatica is leading in the category like that. Business object is a leader of this category of reporting. So under reporting, we also have certain more applications from other companies, like MSBI has from Microsoft. We have SSRS and SSAS, reporting services and analysis services under the BI, which is a Microsoft product for reporting. We also have OBI from Oracle. We have OBI, and from IBM we have Cognos. Cognos is the second leader, where MSBI is taking up the market. And here also we have a big giant IBM in this category with data stage, the ETL tooling. So the whole data warehousing solution will be provided by any combination of these three different applications. I can use Arvin, I can use SAP BODS, and I can use SAP BOBI. And we'll do the implementation of three different applications at your business side, and this will provide us a solution for data warehouse. So when I said, let's come back to the older one. When I said SAP BW under the SAP landscape is an end-to-end data warehousing solution. And what is my end-to-end data warehousing solution? Modeling, ETL, reporting. This is called end-to-end. So that means we have a facility inside the SAP BW to do modeling. We call it SAP BW modeling. We also have functionality of ETL over here, and also it has own reporting tool. Why I'm explaining all this part? To make you understand why it is being acquired by SAP, the business object company. The business object company has been acquired by SAP due to the reason onto one product side, where SAP BW was one of the highest revenue generator after SAP ERP on SAP AG company. So what they wanted to strengthen this tool, where modeling of this tool was quite good and there was no issue with that. The ETL functionality inside this tool was also enormous and good, but this tool was lagging, or this application was lagging onto the reporting front. this application was lagging onto the reporting front. The reporting tool inside it was not that much effective. And it was not that much effective. SAP wanted to provide it an integration of a reporting tool which will strengthen it and give it a proper solution to the clients. So what they did, they start looking for an application which can highlight the reporting more and more. And they tried to innovate it, but later on they decided that the time taken for innovation will be very like it will be like long period. So we cannot hold up for that many long period of time to innovate any reporting tool. Let's search in the market. If there is any popular tool on this category, we will acquire it. And what they found is business object. So that they acquire it. So business object is well communicated to the BW, where the whole development of your data warehousing will be done under it, but the reporting will be done under the SAP Business Object Business Intelligence 4.1 nowadays, okay, as it is a reporting tool. So the reporting functionality has been now transported to business object side. So what SAP did is, SAP has given SAP has suggested all their clients to implement SAP Business Object to do reporting in a better manner and in major perspective. So all the clients who's having SAP BW, they have the business object. So SAP clients plus business object own clients. It made this application top in this category and popular in the BI world, okay? Where not only this in this landscape, in the same year what we have got is an in-memory system or in-memory database called HANA. We got HANA, SAP HANA, which is nothing but a DB, which is in-memory. And in-memory stands for, it is processing the data through the RAM, okay? Where we have HANA as a DB, it has a functionality of doing modeling. All right, it has a functionality of doing modeling. So when this tool is going to be, or this application is going to be engaged in data warehousing, as it is a DB also, it has a modeling capability. What we can do, we can combine this and we can make a share of application to complete our data warehousing need. So what happened, the HANA has been integrated well with the BO, SAP Business Object, and SAP Business Object has well communicated with SAP HANA for the purpose of doing the reporting facility to the HANA. Not only that, we also an application which is acquired at the same time when Business Object has been taken, and it was also inside the Business Object company for the ATL purpose, called BODS. And it's nothing but a Enterprise Information Management Tool, EIM tool. Okay, all the ETL tools, we call it EIM tool. So Enterprise Information Management Tool enables HANA to take data from any sources. What we are coming up, guys, is two different architecture. One architecture is there, we have a BW, we are taking data from all these sources, okay? We are taking data from all these sources. If somebody, he is not willing to implement BW, he just wanted to go with BO, SAP HANA and BODs. Can it be possible for him to design a data warehouse? Yes. And it brings up the new architecture which is suggested by SAP. Okay? It's not like that we are losing up the client for SAP BW, but the new architecture has been suggested by SAP, where what we are seeing is we can take data through the SAP BW and we can do reporting on BOBI, or else I can take data, or we can take data through the BODS from all the sources. and pass it to the HANA database and use it BI, a certified reporting tool for HANA for the reporting purpose. So we did the modeling. See, we are doing a modeling over here. We are doing a ETL activity over here, and we are doing the reporting activity over here. So actually we are catching up a new architecture which is going to give us end-to-end data warehousing solution. So under the SAP landscape, what we are seeing is how each and every applications are communicating to each other. Not only that, if you want only the SAP application, how would be your architecture? So this is your SAP landscape, guys, where in this we have clearly discussed about how the orientation of SAP BOBA happened in SAP and what is the purpose of it to strengthen SAP BW to provide reporting functionality to this application, because rest of the things inside this application is more powerful. So only reporting part is not that much enhanced and that much interactive. So to provide interactive reporting and versatile reporting, we want BO to be integrated in here. So BO is communicating with business object. The SAP business object is well communicated with SAP BW as well as SAP HANA. For SAP HANA, the certified reporting tool we are having is BI. It's not like that we cannot use other one. We can use other one as well, but the certified one is my HANA. Sorry, my BI. Well, at this scenario, you can choose another one also. You can go for another application also, which is going to do reporting. But the authorized and best practices or recommended by SAP is nothing but BI. All right, where the BI, or I can say there is a group made called business object. After 2011, guys, SAP has created a group called business objects. Okay, he created a group called business object where he has bundled up all the solutions, and what he did, he has categorized those all different business applications underlying it. So the application which is coming under the business object group is business object, business intelligence. Business object, business intelligence means reporting. SAP created a group and he put this 3 different applications or 3 different solutions in one group, not in a package. I'm not saying it's in one package, it's under one group. So under business object group, we have BI, which is doing a reporting, business intelligence requirement, and we have SAP BODS, which is giving us EIM solution. Okay, not only that, guys, we have also got an solution for it, which is a EPM solution, Enterprise Planning Management Solution, and the tool name is Business Object Planning and Consolidation, BOPC. So these 3 different solutions have been kept in one group. It's virtually where these 3 different applications provide us a 3 different solution, where we are going to catch up this particular package, where we are going to deal with this package, and under this package, guys, under this BI package, we are going to deal with these many tools. Okay, BI, let me write it, SAP BI. SAP BI. So under this package, we are going to deal with these many tools, where the SAP BI has been taken up in 2 parts. The 2 parts are nothing but package tools and unpackaged tools, or package tool or specific reporting tool, as I said. And under the package tool, this is my package tool. And unpackaged tool means specific reporting tools. Unpackaged tools. Well, in packaged tool, guys, it has been divided into two parts, okay? Server and clients. This package tool has been divided into two parts. Let me divide it into two parts, and let me take a division for here, where we are going to deal with a specific reporting tool available inside the SAP business object, okay? All right then, so here we come up with the first tool available inside the server part. This is dealing with the server part. This is my server of business object, server. And under the server, we are having the first one is nothing but my CMC. And it's a administrative tool inside the business object. CMC stands for Central Management Console. It's a central management console which is dealing with administration. It's dealing with administration inside the business object. Okay, server part. So the server part consists of first tool which is dealing with the whole administration of the application called CMC, Central Management Console. The next tool we are having inside it for managing my servers only, not the whole administration. We have a CCM, which stands for Central Configuration Manager. It deals with server management. It deals with server management. So later on, we are having another application inside it called BI Launchpad inside the server part, where it gives me a platform for development of reports especially. Okay. So being into the server part, we can do reporting by using a BI Launchpad inside the business object, business intelligence tool. All right. These are my server part, guys. Well, let's move on and let's talk about the client tools we are having inside the business object. Client. And the client tools we are having over here is nothing but the first major popular client tools we are having is Webby Rich Client. It's a major BI tool inside the business object. All right. Then we have two development tool, modeling tool called UDT, and then later on I have IDT, which is another modeling tool inside my business object client tool list. Okay. Not only that, we have class and widgets inside this category. All right, so these are my client tools available inside it. There are many more, but the major one we are talking about over here, which we are going to cover up inside this. Well, these are my server tools. These are my client tools available inside the SAP BI. Well, now it's time to talk about the unpackaged tool, which is not in the package of business object. If you want to avail it, you have to do a separate installation, and you need a separate license for them. These are nothing but a specific reporting tool. We call it Crystal Group, and the first tool we are going to talk about is Crystal Report. Crystal Report 2013, and then we have Crystal Dashboard Designer 2013. Well, this is nothing but your Excel CS2. So these are the two applications. These are the two BI applications basically. They are not in the package. They are out from the package, but they are a specific reporting tool inside the business object BI, business object business intelligence category. All right. So these many tools we are going to cover up in this program, guys. And these are the applications we are going to talk about in this. And this is how they are divided. When we are implementing, the big changes happen inside the BI after 4.0 onward was the server and client part has been separated now. We have to do first of all the server implementation, and then we can go for client. Before that, we had one package where client and server both were there. Okay. in the middle of the process of installation, we need to check it whether we want client tools or not. But here we don't have that type of option. First we have to implement our server, then the separate package there for clients. If you want only the clients, you can install only the clients, but you have to connect with the server which is placed in the centralized system. Okay, so here is we are having 3 different divisions: unpacked tools, packed tools. Under packed tools we have server and clients. So this is what we are having SAP Business Object, guys, and this is all about for today's demo. I just wanted to conclude everything on this part, well, followed by the question and answer round. And so you can go ahead. I'm just going to unmute you guys so that you can question if you are having any confusion or any queries related to it.